Jay. I just saw the owls crooning in Mount Auburn Cemetery. It's amazing. There's like 100,000 dead people and 60,000 monuments and 4,000 trees and all sorts of monuments like mothers holding their babies and intricately designed crosses and even their own dogs. It's like an open-air art museum. And little baby monuments, 1 year, 5 months, 5 days. Sorry I'm late. I was walking with Meg and she showed me the dell. And the dell, you come into Mount Auburn Cemetery, right in the entrance, and it's a straight shot down to the dell. And the dell it's a large wooded natural amphitheater with these big oaks and evergreens and a vernal spring. And Judge Story consecrated the cemetery in 1831, and there were 2,000 people, silent. And his young daughter had just died, and the dell, it tranquilizes fear. And then the security guard told me, time to leave, kicked me out. And as I'm walking out of the cemetery, I see this marble statue of an angel with its wings in flight, and I felt lifted by a power bigger than me. Oh God, I'm 20 minutes late for my breast MRI. I mean, it's nothing. It's just a routine exam. And besides, we eat kale, broccoli, quinoa, boatloads of salmon. But I hate going from a doctor to a patient. I fed Penny. Make sure to let her out. Thanks. Yes, sorry I'm late. I was stuck in traffic. Yes, I'm postmenopausal. Never been tested for the BRCA gene. No breast reduction, no surgical biopsy, no core needle biopsy, no radiation treatment. Plastic surgery? God, no, I'm from Cambridge. Yes, my sister and my aunt with breast cancer. Okay, that's a red flag. No permanent eye tattoo liner, no dentures, no IUD, no cardiac pacemaker, shrapnel or bullets. Emily, great. I haven't been shot. My heart still works. And I haven't lost my teeth. Perfect. Blast off to nowhere. Everything off except for my underwear. Opening in the back, and everything off except for my metal objects with my watch and my ring. I got it covered. Yeah, I might like to listen to some music in here. What you got? You two know. Beatles to retro. Carole King, maybe. So far away, doesn't anybody stay? Yeah, that's cheesy, Emily, you're right. Okay, do you have any Hamilton? No, Hamilton. What about Adele? She's upbeat. You said it, not me. She's got big boobs. Let's go with her.
Hello.
I don't think I'm claustrophobic.
It's me.
I just squeeze this ball like 3 times, and the machine automatically stops. And I come back another day. Let's just get this done. What happens if you faint or you have a heart attack?
Hello, can you hear me?
Finally. After 45 minutes of Adele, we're done. Hi. Yeah, I'm Dr. Barrett. pediatrician, CrossFit, marathon running. You said something the size of an eyelash, like an elongated cigar. How hard is that to get out? How serious is it? Biopsy, mastectomy, chemotherapy, radiation. You'll need to take a closer look at that.
Dr. Seth, how are you? I assume you're probably swimming Walden Pond in the freezing cold, but I do finally have the pathology results. It was a little bit complicated, and sorry it took longer than normal. Call my office. I'm seeing patients, so I'll try to grab you in between in order to relay the results. Take care. Bye.
Ellen, I could use some of your homemade bread. It's so bizarre that tomorrow they're gonna cut off my breast, and it feels like a planned catastrophe, as if I'm driving into a brick wall at 100 miles per hour. I got this radioactive shit injected into my breast, and the technician, she told me that I could be radioactive for the next 5 days. And so if I'm planning on flying, like taking a vacation or something, that I just show them this card. And they won't be worried that I'm carrying weapons of mass destruction. You have the same card? We're on the same team? We're partners in crime. I've been preparing for this like it's a marathon. Did you get a babysitter so we can swim across Walden Pond? You can't cry and swim at the same time. The radiologist told me that I need to be fully informed about the options for plastic reconstruction. He told me, you're still young, and most women don't want to be reminded when they look in the mirror or take off their bra that they had cancer. Jay said he's not going with me to this consult because he said he's been to every test, but he loves me for the way I am, and he's not trading me in for a new model. The plastic surgeon had platinum blonde hair, a crisp suit, and high heels, and she showed me her portfolio of breasts, her post-mastectomy gallery. She said I could choose my style. I could have Sophia Loren breasts. I could have cute little perky breasts. I could have small breasts. I could have medium-sized breasts. I could have large breasts. She said that 2 choices. I could have the autologous flap reconstruction or the silicone implant. And if I went with the autologous flap reconstruction, I could have a hip flap, a butt flap, or a tummy flap, but I'm too thin. So she said I could go with the latissimus dorsi. That's the big muscle on the back. Big scar on the back, but it looks great in the front. Or she said, I could go with the gracilis muscle in my inner thigh. No fucking way, I'm a marathon runner. She said a minor side effect is that I could lose sensation in my breast, but that's a small price to pay for a beautiful silhouette. She said, this is the silver lining in my diagnosis. She said, in with the old, out with the new. No, out with something like that anyway. And then she said, you could be sorry if you wake up tomorrow and you didn't get this operation. Ellen, it's not like I'm choosing what lipstick to wear. The decisions, first it was like hurry up and wait, and now they're fast and furious, like lumpectomy, mastectomy, chemotherapy, radiation, do the BRCA gene, do plastic surgery. And I think I'm the kind of woman who doesn't do plastic surgery. I came across this website, Breast Free, and it said, strong women who know their breasts don't define their identity, and confident women who know they look great whether they're wearing a low cleavage or not, and active women who continue to exercise without restriction, and mature women who know their friends, family, and spouse love them whether they have breasts or not. I want to belong to that club. Would you still love me if I don't get a boob job? Maybe I'll celebrate by getting a tattoo. I could get a rat holding a beaker, or a pistol, or a hot dog, or nice to meet you, or regeneration. October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and October 5th is my operation. So, do you think I could get a discount, like $400 to $600 for a nipple tattoo? Ellen, we need to redefine beauty. It's no longer skin deep. I crave freedom from vanity, from longing for what was. Do you think that we could make a new word for no breast? Like beheaded? No, be breasted! The best thing about cancer, if I can say there's a best thing, is the presents. I mean, it's like Christmas and Hanukkah combined. I mean, I got a beautiful shawl from Anne. It's a prayer shawl that she knit, and these cashmere pajamas that Phyllis gave me, and Mary, she got me this beautiful, she got me this down comforter and a waste paper basket and a welcome home pillow for when I come back from the operation. And Molly, she said she's not much of an artist, but she's incredible at arts and crafts. Ta-da! You could put it here. You could put it here. You could put it here. You got these for me? Oh, they're gorgeous. I love the colors. I am definitely going to wear these for my operation tomorrow. Awesome.
Your name, your date of birth. Name.
Given my name, my date of birth like 10 times.
Radiation, thousands of patients. Now, Find a comfortable position. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath, and while exhaling, give a deep letting go. Your name, your date of birth.
Can I wear these socks, nurse? Ellen, my next door neighbor, gave these to me. And you're not going to believe it, but she had a double mastectomy 2 years ago. And she takes such good care of me. She makes me kale salad with mango and toasted almonds and homemade bread. Who makes homemade bread anymore? And she'd probably give you some if you'd let me wear these socks. Her little boy, he divides the world into those who believe in fairies and those who don't believe in fairies. And you probably don't believe in fairies, but if you did, you'd let me wear these socks. What do you mean I could get an infection? You scrubbed me down. You already said that. I needed my bosoms to feed my babies, but now they need to be removed? I can't even wear my own socks. I can't even wear my own socks. What is done with a severed breast? Jay, did you let the kids know that I'm okay? The nurse wouldn't let me wear Ellen's socks. The only good thing was there was this beautiful Ethiopian woman who wheeled me to the operating room, and she must have asked me about 10 times my name, date of birth, and I didn't really mind because she was so sweet. And she asked me, can I get you anything? I'm like, yeah, can you get me out of here? I just wanted to go home, Jay. I was cold, and she brought me not one, but 2 blankets. And then I got scared, and I started to remember about how the surgeon said that it was like looking through a peephole, and I didn't know what they were going to find inside of my body. And I'm like, okay, I've got to calm down. I'm going to do those meditation tapes, that Peggy Huddleston meditation tapes. I mean, if we never hear those tapes again, it's probably fine with us. And then remember when we went to go see the nutritionist and she had goats in her backyard and she told us to eat goat's whey and ostrich meat and something else random. Then I'm like, oh. Think of a bright light going through your body. Breathe in, breathe out. What does Peggy Huddleston do if she gets in a fight with her husband or gets in traffic? And I'm like, clench your fists, relax. Clench your fists, relax. And then I hear these nurses and they're talking all this silly shit. Something about abdominal fat around the vocal cords and liking their steak well done. And I'm like, can you guys just keep it down? And then the anesthesiologist shows up, with the glasses and the manicured nails, and he puts an IV into me, and he says, this is the last time I'm gonna hurt you. The doctor said to stay ahead of the pain. Can you get the prescription filled? It's in your back pocket. Skandarian Pharmacy. They know me. I've sent hundreds of patients over the years. What do you mean he won't fill the script? That's the resident's fault. Okay, tell him I'll take care of it. Hi, it's Dr. Barrett. Yes, I had a mastectomy this morning. There's a problem with the script. Can you fax in another one? Thanks. Let's just go home, Jay. No biking, no jogging, no picnicking, no breathing. You better get a discount if you get buried here. The maintenance men have names for the monuments. So that one over there, the one with the big granite balls, one on top of each other. Coach Snowman, we've got people picnicking on the grass. Whoa. Look at that huge granite sphinx. A lion's body and a woman's face. 30 tons. That's a heavy load. To commemorate the dead lost in the Civil War. Won't miss that sphinx. Hey, there's Bowditch. Now that's a dead man I'd like to go to dinner with. He's like a rock star. I mean, he had everybody wanted to make a monument for him and gave $1 to the families because they were so grateful that he had figured out how to make maps to bring sailors home. He's like an old GPS. Yeah, I like Bowditch. Kids are doing okay. I mean, it's hard. Rebecca and I, we're a little distant. It's hard for her to see me vulnerable, and I'm not the easiest person to be around. I'm a little grumpy. And Mike, he came back from Colorado and he made me this feast of chicken and saffron and no, it was not like the Last Supper. It was to celebrate that I'd gotten through my operation and that it was close to my birthday, and then I got an infection and I lost my appetite. But it was so sweet. And Melanie, she's in India right now. She's in junior year abroad, and she said she's been going to the elephant temple to pray for me. I'll take whatever help I can get. I miss her. Look, there's a marble statue of a mother with her arm around her child. She looks so fragile, her fingers. And you said raking light. Together we shall sleep, and together we may sing a morning song in our home still. I hope they found each other. Let's go see Hygeia. There she is, Hygeia. Towering over all the other monuments. Hygeia on a tree stump, in reposo, with a toga like this, Meg. I've been thinking so much about Dr. Harriet Kezia Hunt and how she commissioned Hygeia after 40 years of practicing medicine in the 1850s, one of the first female physicians. And to think that she chose an African-American sculptor who lived in Rome, and that she took care of prostitutes and their children when there was no antibiotics and rampant infection. The nurse told me that I could get an infection, and I did. I wouldn't have survived 100 years ago. And maybe I wouldn't be a doctor if Dr. Hunt hadn't paved the way. I know you need to get back to work, and I'm just gonna stay here and be with Hygeia for a little bit. Bye. Take care of me. Wrapped in a prayer shawl, a dream in the making, I purge to make room for the living. Old bottles of oil and vinegar, rotten fruit spilling from the bowl, broken dishes, cracked pots. I throw them away. Prune the unnecessary. How simple can I make it? How complex must it be? What's lost can't be replaced. Plastic doesn't feel like flesh. Is it hard for the dawn to rise? Jay, look at the dunes and the horizon. There's even horses on the beach. And other people playing hooky. You're going for a run. God, I wish I could go with you. I'm just gonna stay here. See ya. Hi! It was great to see you last night. You looked war-weary. Love to catch up with you. Peace, Kate. Most people say I look serene. Hope I didn't offend. You did. Please refrain from telling a woman post-operative who had cancer she looks war-weary. Emily Post. I don't know how I landed on this cancer planet with rules that I don't understand. I mean, I'm pretty good at making my own rules. Like, I steal stuff. Silly stuff, like apricots from a fancy delicatessen, or malted milk balls from a bulk bin, or lilacs from a neighbor's house when I'm on a run. But as if I deserve this, as if it's rightfully mine. But this is different. This is about being ripped off, losing a body part, and just greedy for a normal day at the beach. What? You need me to leash my dog? Okay. Jay, she's so pissed. I swear to God, she's hiding behind the dunes, spying on me. We gotta put Penny back on the leash. What? I need to leave the beach? We only get one warning? I'm packing up my stuff. You're not the boss of me. You can't tell me what to do. You can't give me a ticket for this. I just had a mastectomy. No, I don't need a handicapped transport. Come on, Penny, let's just get out of here.
I am not throwing away my
Shot. I'm not going away my shot. You're just like my
country. I'm young, scrappy, and hungry.
and I'm not going away my shot.
I'm gonna get a scholarship to King's College. I probably should brag dead. I made some mistakes.
Jay?
The problem is I got a lot of brains,
You want me to go on a bike ride?
every word I drop.
I'm not so sure.
The shining piece of gold, trying to reach my goal.
Oh my God. Natalie Portman is having another fucking baby. She looks so good. How'd she get to look so fucking good? good. Oh, Jay, I'm learning a new language, cemetery language, like cenotaph. That's a grave without a body, like if you're lost at sea or you get burnt in a fire. Or poppies on a tombstone. That means eternal rest. And I'm starting to tell all the different stones, like granite and slate and marble. And when the sunlight hits a tombstone, you can read what's written on it. It's called raking light. 25 miles? It's only been 6 weeks, but yeah, I am in. Let's do this. Yes, come on, Jay. What were you thinking, Jay? You take me on this ride with roots and stones, and you didn't look back for an hour. I mean, couldn't you see I could barely keep up? I get it, Jay. You want things to be back the way they were, hiking and biking and cross-country skiing. I have a scar from here to here. I feel like damaged goods. I'm working it, Jay, though. I mean, I went to the hairdresser, and I'm going to the hairdressers all the time. Look. I've never been to the hairdresser so long, and it's looking nice. And I'm getting my hair, my teeth. I got my teeth cleaned, and I'm sitting in the hygienist's chair, and I look up at the lights, and all of a sudden I remember it feels like I'm back in the operation room, and I look away, and I see these pictures of a chihuahua on the wall, and I'm like, there's a chihuahua. It's wearing a graduation robe and a yellow raincoat. And I asked the hygienist, like, who is that dog? And she's like, Lola, I'm in love. She has five beds in her condo. And, one of them has red monogrammed silk sheets for her dog. And Lola refuses to sleep in any of them. Just puts her bones there. Lola, her baby dog. And Jay, I saw this amazing letter that was embossed on a tombstone. It's from Emmy to her husband Sumner, and I wrote it down for you. Sweet Sumner, I will never leave you. I am in 1,000 places that will always be ours. Look for me in the sunsets, the ones that marry the light of a yawning day to the bright pink billowed clouds of a western sky. These are my sunsets, not yours. Live, my sweet Sumner. Live with every ounce of love that you still have to give. Do not question this hunger that still rides within your warm and pounding heart. If you get lonely, just look for me. I will whisper my blessing. Emmy. I know you want me to hurry up and eat dinner before it gets cold, but I'm too busy planning my funeral. I mean, I went with Meg, I was walking in the cemetery, and I think I found our plot, our cemetery plot. I mean, there are so many choices when you're looking for a cemetery plot. You can be up high on the hill, near a fountain, near the dell, near the path. And our cemetery plot, central, just what you'd love. Southern, not on the periphery. And the kind of tree that you'd love, the great sequoia from California. And the neighbors. Such good neighbors. I mean, there's Edward Booth. He's this amazing Shakespearean actor. You know him. His brother killed President Lincoln. And then there's Julia Ward Howe. She's a pistol. She wrote the Battle Hymn of Republic. Okay. Don't get me wrong, Jay. I would be so pissed if I died right now. I'm so invested in living. But people think that when you have cancer, that it's a death sentence. And we're all terminal. I can't imagine my life without you. We have so much to become, so much to be, so much to do. For me, what's lost is lost, and yet you mend me. And yet I ache from the tenderness of your familiar touch. In a flock, a failing bird is shunned, learns to hide illness. I hide nothing. And my flock surrounds me as I dance around my fear. Very much to Mount Auburn Cemetery. Once again, they came through with flying colors. I last performed this up in Vermont, and I'm going to West 42nd Street on Wednesday, Thursday, Sunday, and then October 15th, which is my birthday. So if any of you want to come on October 15th, we have like 20 tickets left, or tell your friends, United Solo. But Mount Auburn Cemetery is an extremely special place to me. It's been 2 years since my diagnosis. I'm fully recovered, but the growth that I had from the healing community of both the people who work here and the plants and the dell and the monuments is, it's in an odd way, it's a second home, which I know is a little bit weird, but it's true. I really feel like I inadvertently found a place that made me a lot less frightened about the idea that mortality is out there, and that when I said that I'm very grateful to my flock, you are a part of my flock, and I really appreciate you coming tonight. Thank you.